What's going on, everyone? It's JPin here, and I'm here just to talk about my experience with Pokken so far. Now, I was able to play Pokken before it came out at the Pokemon World Championships. Luckily, since it was in Boston, I just decided to go and I gave it a try. I didn't like it that much at first, or I was kind of lost with it, so that made me think I wasn't too sure if I was going to pick it up. But then on the day of the release, I went to a Pokken Tournament. I tried out more there. First couple of matches, same thing. I was kind of like lost. But then I picked up Mewtwo, and I got more comfortable with it, and, you know, just playing more matches, I figured out things, sort of more of the mechanics behind it. Though when I left the venue, I was still kind of unsure if I was still going to get it or not. By the end of the night, I just felt like playing it again. So the next day, I just went to GameStop, and I picked it up. I picked that up, and I picked up a Pro Controller. Because I only had the gamepad, and, you know, GameCube controls don't work. The gamepad that for Pokken wasn't available at the GameStop that I went to. So I decided to spend the extra money and get the Pro Controller. And so far, I'm having fun with it. That same night where I got it, I had like game night at my house. Had a couple of friends over. And it seems like the first problem that people are going to have with it is sort of like trying to figure out how it plays. Though it's called Pokken and kind of based off Tekken, it's not really Tekken based. It's not 100% also like Street Fighter. It's not like Smash. It's not like... I know a lot of people are comparing it to Naruto Ninja Storm. It kind of takes things from most of those games, but it's still its own beast. Like, for example, like you have this phase shift thing where you go back and forth between playing like around like in a 3D surface, and then you're able to switch by doing certain attacks to this like 2D type of style where you can only go back and forth, up, down. You can't really go like side to side, or just facing your opponent like straight up. And then also the attacks themselves, they aren't like light, medium, heavy. They're not too specific from what I saw. The way that special attacks work is that you press a certain direction and you press the attack button. So it's not just a thing of like pressing X. You could do press X, but then you could also press side X or down X or up X, and all those do different attacks. And once you do figure it out, you realize it's a lot simpler than what you thought or how complex you thought it would be. But it does take a couple of matches to get down to figure out what's going on with it. Luckily, the training mode in this game is really good. I was able to play through the training mode, and that like really summed up everything for me. If you're gonna get it, I suggest you go through that and figure out like the basics of this game. But like I said, it does somewhat take some time to get used to it. During that game night, I have friends over, and I think most of the people that left here, they still weren't unsure at how it worked. As most of us were just like trying to mash out buttons to figure out moves. I haven't gone through the whole story mode. I'm still like trying to unlock Mewtwo, which I'm trying to main Mewtwo, but it's kind of tough when that character isn't unlocked for you yet, so oh well. Then another thing I want to talk about this video was how viable could this game be for fighting game tournaments? Like, is it going to last? Is it going to stick around? I think it's starting off pretty well. People seem interested in playing it. I know a lot of people that play Smash Bros. They want to play it. I know a lot of people that play Pokemon, they want to play it. I think around my area, I heard of 3 Pokken tournaments just for the opening weekend. So that's a good start. Also, what I think is a huge factor that this is getting backed up by Nintendo. Now, I'm not sure if it's the Pokemon Company or if it's Nintendo directly, but either one of those two, they're putting down money for this game. They're putting down pop bonuses in huge national tournaments. I forgot how much it was exactly, but it is getting a pop bonus at EVO, the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. So that's always a good sign. But I think the main thing that's going to keep this thing alive is going to be the community itself, just like all fighting games. It's cool that Nintendo's putting down all this money for it, but if no one's going to play the game, then this thing isn't going to have that much life. But like I said, like right now in the beginning, it seems like it's getting a lot of backup. People are interested in playing it, and they seem like very interested in learning the mechanics of it, and to see how it is competitively. Though of course we're not going to know the answer right away, it's still good to see that there's interest in this game. For the last like couple of days, my Twitter feed and Facebook feed have just been people playing Pokken, trying to figure out techniques, trying to figure out how this game actually works, which is very exciting to see. But sort of like I said earlier, this is its own fighting game. It has its own fighting style, so no one knows right away if like this is going to be a huge fighting game scene. But I know whenever the next Pokken tournament close by is to me, I'll probably go compete again, because the first event was fun. Unfortunately, I had to leave before I got like knocked out the tournament. So I'm really like, I'm hoping to see like how good I actually am at this game. and hopefully I should have a review up soon for it. I'm not going to make any promises, but it seems like I'm going to play this for a bit. While I'm talking about it, I really want to play. Yeah, so that's basically my thoughts on Pokken at the moment. Remember, if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to leave your thoughts about Pokken, go ahead in the comment section down below. And also make sure to check out our other videos posted right after this. Alright guys, peace out.